Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everybody. My name is Kusum al Khumairi. In this video, I will briefly focus on how to use classroom blog to teach writing in senior high school students. Writing is the painting of the voice. Is a direct quote from one of the materials written by Voltaire, a French writer during the period of French Enlightenment. If you take the quote at its context, it means that you are drawing or painting the voice through writing. In the context of second language acquisition, writing here is defined as putting words down on paper. It is a way to express feelings and ideas to communicate with others. A lot of people say they find writing hard. Among other language skills, writing is seen as the most difficult skill to acquire because it is a process of transforming thought and ideas into the written form. In addition, writing process is a complex process that requires period of time. In order to produce a good writing product, students need to accomplish some stages of writing process. It is common for students in today's educational system to dislike and or avoid the writing process. There are two main problems related to students' writing. First, it comes from students, such as lack of motivation and lack of writing knowledge. Second, it comes from teachers whose teaching strategies are uninteresting. The teacher doesn't integrate the writing class with media. As a result, the students found writing is difficult and boring. One of the many ways to make students are motivated in writing is integrating classroom blog in writing class. Classroom blog offers many advantages for both students and teachers. Besides, it connects teacher and student outside classroom. It also offers authentic audience, which makes students are motivated to write better. The question now is how to teach writing using a classroom blog to high school students. Let's start with the preparation before coming to the class. Teachers should make preparation first. Teachers should make sure that the class is supported by ICT facilities such as computers, internet connection, and projector. The teacher should check how many computer works to manage the class. Teachers should prepare a lesson plan and choose a suitable topic. Lastly, the teacher must already create a classroom blog account. Next, the procedure of using classroom blog in teaching writing for senior high school. There are three main steps in teaching writing in senior high school. 1. Pre-teaching. Pre-teaching activity is filled by warming up activity where teacher greets students, manage the class, and gets the students ready to study. Then the teacher can start introducing the lesson by explaining the topic and the objective of the lesson. In this stage, the teacher can activate students' prior knowledge and leads the student to brainstorming the ideas. Lastly, teacher can inform the students that the lesson today will be integrated with classroom blog, which means student will operate computer and do blogging. 2. Whilst teaching. In this activity, the teacher leads the student to the main activity in the teaching learning process. In this case, the teacher will teach descriptive text. The teacher guides the students by giving the information, example, and practice about descriptive text to the students. There are the following activities, including 1. Observing. If the class is connected with the internet, teacher can click YouTube and shows the video to the students through projector. The student observe the video and pay attention to the some aspect that the teacher asks. Guiding by the teacher, the students identify the structure of the text, such as social function, generic structure, and language features. 2. Questionings. Student asks questions about unclear information or asking for additional information from what is observed. In this past, it is not the teacher who asks the students, but the student asks the question to their friends or the teacher. 3. Exploring or collecting data. In exploring activity, the students are asked to find out the descriptive text from various sources to enrich their understanding about the text. In this phase, teacher has opportunity to promote blogs as the source to find the information about the text. For associating, in this activity, the students analyze the structure of the text and find out any important information of the text gathered from exploring activity. 5. Communicating. In this last activity, the students start to write the descriptive text individually. Then the final version can be uploaded into the classroom blog. Therefore, the student can do editing by peer review outside classroom. And the last, post-teaching. The end of the lesson, teacher along with students conclude the lesson. Also, the teacher reminds the students that they still have follow-up activity outside classroom. That's in the classroom blocks. All the student work must be submitted to the blocks, and they do editing and revising outside classroom. Lastly, teacher informs the student about the next meeting and closes the class. Well, that is all I have for this video. In summary, knowing that writing is difficult, the process of teaching writing should be interesting for students. One of many ways to make writing is easy and interesting is by integrating ICT such as classroom block in the teaching and learning process. Classroom block over many positive advantage for both students and teachers. I think that's enough from me. Thank you for your attention and see you in another video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.